Welcome back to story time. So glad for you to sit around me with my piano. Welcome back, and I have a story for you, do I? Oh, do I? This story was when I was 18. I had just started working. I was assigned to help load these big, ginormous steel girders and trusses onto trucks. I was on the truck and they would fly them over via crane, and then I would hold them and twist them and turn them whichever way and set them on the truck. In the course of a 10-hour day of doing this, I went home and I began to feel something. A pain, a sharp pain. Called my boss and told him what had happened, and I was feeling kind of funny. So he sent me to the doctor. There was a section of my midsection trying to protrude itself out of my belly. I was a sneeze away from just my guts spilling all over the floor, okay? It wasn't that bad. It was just a little hernia in my belly button. And a lot of people have it a lot worse than I do. But either way, I went in to have the surgery done to fix it. They were gonna push all my guts back into place and then put a mesh lining in it and sew me back up, right? They did it. Everything went good. And while I was in recovery, you know, I was 18 and I didn't know a whole lot about the health benefits of disinfecting. I didn't realize that I needed to, when I washed my body, I didn't realize I needed to really get in there and, you know, wash the old lint hole. So after about 3 weeks of recovery, I began to wake up every morning and feel like my sheets were wet. Only a little bit. Only a little bit. And I noticed that there was smells. Just the smelly smell that smells smelly, wafting up. And I knew something was up. I noticed that there was some liquid coming out of my belly button. I thought that my stitches had broke and I was bleeding or something, so I was concerned about this. Now, I mind you that I had a very, very open and shallow belly button. And before, it wouldn't even go to first knuckle, okay? It would go half knuckle, and I'd touch the bottom of my belly button. You know, just boop, near at the bottom. After years and years of playing in my belly button as a bored child, I knew the depth and the width of my own belly button. I was aware. I went to the bathroom, and I figured I'd clean it up a little bit, right? I took a Q-tip and dipped it in some alcohol, and I was just gonna swab her in my belly button, you know, just whoo. And that's what I did. So I'm standing in the bathroom, injecting this Q-tip into my belly button. Slowly, mind you, slowly. I'm just taking it and just very, very gently. And I was waiting for just the head of the Q-tip to get in and touch the bottom of my belly button. But that's not what happened. It just kept going and going and going and going. Half of the Q-tip was inside my belly. And I was just like, I was petrified and in fear, okay? And at this point, I realized that something definitely was amiss. Something was wrong at this point. And finally, it hit the bottom. I don't know what it hit, but it sure was not the bottom of my belly button. It was gone, okay? As soon as it hit the back of whatever, probably my spinal cord, I don't know, okay? That's how far it was inside of me. It hit and I felt it and I was like, and then it just unleashed this wave of blood and pus. I was totally not afraid at this point. You know, I was like, cool, you know. Blood didn't bother me at all at this point in my life. I am lying. I freaked out, okay? I was like, I'm gonna die. Yes, okay, I literally thought I was going to die, okay? So, I was scared. I was scared. I didn't tell my mother. Oh, no. Don't. The cardinal rule, okay, if you're ever hurt, is to not tell your mother. You'll be in trouble for what you did. So, but I was not about to be in trouble, okay? I went to the doctor a few days later, and laying on the table, and he looked at me. He said, "So what's going on?" And I was like, there's like some liquids coming out of my belly orifice." He didn't say anything really. He just looked at me like I'm an idiot. Goes to the cabinet, opens the cabinet up, grabs a bottle of alcohol off the shelf, not the kind you drank, mind you. He was not that kind of doctor. Walks up to me, looks at me, without saying a word still, and just pours it down on my belly button. Grabs some gauze and just like puts it on. He's like, "Now you don't know how to do that?" I was like, "I didn't know I was supposed to do that, okay? No one told me." Yeah. And he said, "You didn't mess with it, did you?" And I looked at him, I was like, I knew I was lying. The reason I lied is because he said that if I did, he was gonna have to go in, cut me back open, and redo the surgery. I was not about to do that. So yeah, I had about 3 more weeks of pus and blood coming out of my stomach before it finally stopped and healed up, and still now hurts me every now and then. Well, there you guys have it. Another disgusting story of my bodily functions and body that I seem to always maim and hurt.